Augments in Black Ops 6 Zombies will not only improve the game way more, but change it and make it probably one of the, I guess, more unique zombies experiences we've had in a while. Now let me explain. First of all, what are augments? I guess we kind of have to go back to Cold War Zombies and even a bit of Vanguard, because in Cold War Zombies, if you haven't played the mode, you're essentially able to upgrade all of like your field upgrades, your ammo mods, your perks, and even your classes to make them a bit better. And with those, you collected Ethereum crystals inside of a game by going up every 5 rounds. I think it was from like what, round 10, and you unlocked more and more rare crystals that then you were able to permanently, and I need to emphasize, permanently unlock these items that were never unequipable, and you essentially became more powerful and you were never able to downgrade yourself. While in Vanguard Zombies, they brought back this feature for some of the items, not all of them. Like for example, perks, you essentially just had to buy each perk multiple times for it to become better and better. And then you also have the Covenant that allowed you to upgrade your like lethals or even your just abilities on certain weapons to put almost like ammo mods, which exactly isn't the same thing, but you were then also able to upgrade your actual field upgrades, which honestly just confused and complicated the game more, because Vanguard is just honestly like one of the worst zombies experiences we've ever had, because it was just a disaster. Well, in Cold War Zombies, they took the best of both worlds, which I will be honest, Vanguard did have an interesting like style with that Covenant or whatever it was called exactly, and then they're implementing it as augments in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And the way augments work, here is the best way of explaining it. It's a combination of Black Ops Cold War specifically, but instead of having all of those upgrades activated at once, you will only be able to choose between 2 of them. So there are 6 upgrades, there are 3 minor, and there are 3 major. Minor obviously do less, major do more. I will be going over a certain perk in a while that kind of is like an example. And the way you unlock these, essentially the way it's described, you have to specifically choose which augment or at least which thing you want to level up. From my understanding, if I am correct, I will be making an in-depth or at least a better guide and explanation of this next week when this game comes out. But essentially you will be able to basically use, let's say like Juggernog, and then you will be upgrading it as you play more and more. And then the next game or whatever amount of games it takes you to fully max out and get all 6 of the upgrades, you will be able to then choose between any 2 of them. 1 minor, 1 major. And the thing with this is, the reason I think this is really cool is because these are some really unique like additions to perks, to ammo mods, to field upgrades, which are the only 3 like areas, and they will allow you to create some extremely unique experiences in zombies, not only for playing the game or content creation, which is actually surprisingly not the area that I'm even talking about. You can make your experience more difficult, you can make your experience more goofy, you can make your experience just more cool. And something that I've seen people compare is these are basically like Black Ops 4 perks, but put into the perks themselves, which is almost just perfect. The fact that before you start any game, that's how they describe it, but at any time you can go into your actual augments or your main menu tab with the augments, go over to the perk, oh I want to play with this one, and then that's just engraved into it with probably every single game that you play. I doubt they're going to be making you go through every single perk, every single ammo mod, every single field upgrade before every single match, like on Modern Warfare Zombies. They're like, select your class, select your schematics or your acquisitions, stuff like that. No, in this you will be able to pre-select whichever one you want at any time and change it up at any time, which is where the uniqueness and kind of downgrading your power comes in, which is something a lot of zombies people were looking for. They want a challenging experience, and this will allow it basically to happen. Now, will you be able to unselect all augments? Who knows? That's something that we will be able to answer next week when it officially comes out on October 25th, or if you live in New Zealand on the 24th. We're all moving to New Zealand, aren't we? Well, let's quickly look at Juggernog just to kind of have a better understanding, just because Juggernog has probably one of the most interesting augments in my opinion. So the first one that they talk about is major augments, which is interesting that they cover the like most overpowered ones, at least the like better section of everything. The first one is probiotic, slightly increases maximum health with Juggernog, which is definitely something that we all definitely will want to select. But this is where stuff gets interesting, because the next one is turtle shell. For example, these 3 major augments you will have to choose between, so you will not be able to just like take probiotic and you get to keep it forever. No, you will then have to choose between turtle shell, which is the second one, and I think it's the most interesting because armor acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back, no damage mitigation when hit from the front. So if you can't tell, this This essentially brings back the shield from Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 4, which is something a lot of people have wanted. But the interesting thing with this is it will make your game so much more difficult. You're essentially downgrading yourself. It's not like everybody will be on the same level of playing without armor or on the same level of everybody has the shield. There will be people that can just simply equip the armor normally and be protected 360 all around the area, or you could just equip it so that your back is the only thing protected. Now, will that spawn in a shield? No, but your backside will be the thing that will be protected from zombies. I won't be using this, but who knows, maybe some interesting experiences will be able to come from this. The third one is called reactive armor. When an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short time, which is definitely a very interesting one, but something that I've no interest in. But then we're moving on to the minor augments. The first one is retaliation, deal bonus damage while health is low, which is definitely a good one. Hardened plates, armor plates have more damage mitigation. And lastly, durable plates, slightly increase armor durability. I'm more than likely going to always equip probiotic and either durable plates or hardened plates, just because I'm bad at zombies sometimes, so I want to make my life a tiny bit more easier. So this is kind of like the basic explanation. I'm not going to go over every single one of these, but some of the more interesting things is, like, for example, on Speed Cola there's a minor augment that is Speedy Roulette. The mystery box settles much faster, which we did see in Cold War, but this is essentially Time Slip. Or Dying Wish returns in Quick Revive on lethal damage, becomes immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keeps 1 health. Quick Revive is removed on use. Definitely a bit different from Dying Wish. Essentially Dying Wish was removed, but will this bring back a timer on it like Dying Wish had? So we're seeing a lot of very interesting additions from the past that we haven't seen, but also just taking Cold War zombies stuff that we did see and just splitting it up and making you really choose before your game. Do you want to go in with PhD slider on PhD flopper, where you slide and it triggers the explosion? Or, like, I hope the flame comes back. There's no mention of it, but fingers crossed it does, because PhD slider in my opinion is better, so I'm probably going to use that. But then again, they also have gravity MD. Just falling from heights increases explosions, so also something that we did see in PhD slider on Cold War. And DR ramp, tactical sprint, knocks down and damages base zombies. Like, just tactical sprint, which is kind of interesting to see that it's actually mentioned in a Black Ops Zombies game. But then also you have the brand new perk, Melee Macchiato, Espresso upgrade. All melee attacks are slightly faster. Vampiric extraction, melee attacks heal a small amount of your health. Triple shot, your punch can hit multiple zombies at once. These are such cool and interesting additions, and I'm really curious, will they add more augments? Will there be 4 to choose from later down the line on all perks, all ammo mods and stuff like that? And just for context, this was specifically perks. If we quickly look at just the ammo mods, for example, the first one that I see is Brain Rot. The first major augment, which again are the most interesting, Plague, the charmed enemy has a chance to turn other zombies. I thought it was like a staple thing on Brain Rot. I guess it's not. Pheromone, the charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time. And lastly, Big Game, Brain Rot can charm elite enemies. It's so interesting that they're calling this charm. I did not know that's what Brain Rot changes was called. But yeah, you will be able to choose between 2 of these. On top of that, we have Gobblegums returning. The possibilities of changing up your playstyle and just making unique experiences in Black Ops 6 Zombies with even future updates, that probably every season we will be seeing a new Gobblegum come in, or maybe like there are 2 perks I think coming out because they have a Wonder Fizz picture and there's only 2 perk slots missing, so we will only be seeing 2 more. Fingers crossed it's not a reused perk from Cold War. Please don't bring back Death Perception and be like, it's a new perk. No, it should have been in the game from the beginning. If you're gonna be like, it's a new perk, add new perks. You did Melee Macchiato. Good job, Treyarch. More! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a yapathon, but I am beyond excited to experience the augments, beyond excited to test out Omni movement on zombies, to experience the maps that I have been looking at since August, or was it like even September? To be honest, I don't remember. We've seen the zombies maps for quite some time, and I've been itching and scratching and tweaking, being super excited. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of many Black Ops 6 videos that will be coming out once the game comes out. I don't know what else I'll be doing in between this time. If you've watched this far into the video, all I gotta say is we will be covering everything Black Ops 6 and not just zombies. I've made a decision that I will be basically trying to unlock everything in all modes as fast as I can. Obviously zombies will be the main concentration, but I will be moving on to multiplayer as fast as I can to then do guys on like camels and stuff like that, because Black Ops 6 zombies is where I am going in full gamer mode, ladies and gentlemen. I will be basically trying to unlock every single thing that I possibly can and covering it on videos, covering it on streams. So on the 24th of October, I will be either streaming or uploading a video straight away and then streaming. I will lose a lot of sleep. I will be sleep deprived, but we will be covering it like crazy because Black Ops 6 zombies I've been waiting for 4 years. 4 years I've been waiting for this game to come out, and it is finally a week away as the time that this video is going up and I'm recording it. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you agree with my decisions if you've watched this far, because right now the views on this channel are abysmal, but we will be so back. I'm trying to convince myself. We don't know if I don't know if I'll be so back, but let's hope we are. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Classic Philly Z Smooch. And like subscribe or something. I don't know. I don't care.